Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence.
You may be seated.
Teachers, please check for IDs or dress code violations at this time.
Good morning, Brunswick High School. Today is Tuesday, September 26th. I'm Gigi.
I'm Manny.
And we're your anchors in the Riptide, where we bring you the news on our time.
What is a snake's favorite subject in school?
I don't know. Lunch?
No. History.
Oh my goodness.
Lunch.
So what's cooking? Today for lunch, the cafeteria will be serving spicy chicken tenders with mac and cheese, green beans, and a dinner roll.
Clubs. Fire Buddies is recruiting more special and general education students. Be part of the next club. Next meeting is October. See Miss Hawthorne in room 1521 for more info and come hang out with our Access students.
The Model UN team is selling Little Caesars pizza kits online that will be shipped directly to your home. This is the last week to order. Please see a Model UN team member or Miss Adamson webpage if interested in purchasing.
Any students interested in joining Key Club should meet in the cafeteria after school today. The membership fee is $35 with a t-shirt and $20 without. We can't wait to see you.
Sports. Today we have a softball game here against Lakeside at 4 o'clock.
And today our volleyball team is traveling to Frederica for an away game at 6.
On Thursday, our softball team is traveling to Augusta to take on Lakeside at 3:30 and 5:30.
Our volleyball team has a home game against Glen Academy and Camden on Thursday. Games start at 4.
Also, on Thursday, our cross-country team is traveling to Wayne County. The meet starts at 4 o'clock.
And on Friday, we have a home football game against Grovetown. Kickoff at 7:30.
Please stay tuned after the announcements for a digital citizenship video.
That's all for news today.
You can follow our Instagram at BHS Riptide for more behind-the-scenes stuff. I'm Gigi.
And I'm Manny.
And we're signing off. Bye.
Sometimes when I'm sad, I like to communicate with my friends on social media, and that really makes me feel less lonely.
The thing I love most about social media is to stay connected with my friends.
Over spring break, I broke my phone, and I didn't have it for a week, and everyone thought I was dead. It was just so impossible to contact me.
I do get like a little stressed, like when there's this huge thing that's awesome and I can't be a part of it. And that's kind of worrying. That gets like worrying sometimes.
After getting my phone, in-person interactions, it's been replaced by text and call and FaceTime.
I'm always with my friends, but when I'm not with them, I'm always talking to them on social media.
It's a lot easier to just meet up with people wherever you are, as long as you have a way to connect with them. So whether that be texting or Snapchatting or calling them, it's really easy instead of having to communicate through your parents.
I would say it's very normal in today's world to be hanging out with people that you're close to or even not so close to and have moments where you're both just silently sitting on your phones.
I don't really feel pressured by my friends directly to be on social media, but sometimes I'll see them get out their phone and start looking at Instagram or something.
I think when it fills that space, there's nothing inherently wrong with it, but I do see now that when that's the extent of what you do with a person, that's when it starts to bother me.
Me and my friends are on our phones a lot at the same time. I honestly don't really know why we do it while we're together, but we do.
I get stressed out, oh, I'm probably missing this big thing and I can't comment on it or anything like that.
It always looks more fun when you're not there.
Even if they're doing homework, it makes it seem like they're having a great time doing whatever they're doing.
I generally don't really get that jealous of when I see photos of my friends together. That doesn't really bug me. I definitely do check it, and sometimes I get sidetracked.
It still sucks to see that 3 or 4 of your friends are out going shopping. and you're not there.
People that I know actually worry about how many followers they have compared to other people, and like if they're not getting as many messages, and it just causes so much unnecessary drama, I would say.
Followers isn't like what you should be worrying about. It should be worrying about like being with your friends and things that you like to do, like basketball or reading or other things.
If you are on your phone all the time, you will just tend to feel more lonely, low energy.
I sometimes wish that it wasn't a thing so I could just hang out with my friends and play basketball or do other things like that.
People fight over text all the time. You know, digital drama is a thing.
There are ways to avoid digital drama, but I think it's mainly inevitable.
You need to like get ready to like have something be said that maybe you won't like.
On social media, you know, everything social-wise gets a bit more intense. It just causes so much unnecessary drama, I would say.
Sometimes I need to take a break from it, because sometimes it's too much for me. And then if there's like drama going on, I'll set it aside.
And even though there are steps that we can take to reduce it, it's not gonna end.
You can say anything over text, which you would never actually say in real life.
It's so much easier to fight with your friend over the phone than it is to fight with your friend in person. That's a new thing.
People can just hide behind, you know, certain accounts and certain places on social media and just say whatever they want to say. We kind of have this disconnect that I think sometimes social media can cause, where it develops like almost a tolerance for a lack of empathy.
It's really important to think about how other people are going to take it, because whatever comment you make could be seen by potentially thousands or millions of people. Now more than ever, where somebody makes a rude comment and they get put on blast for it.
You don't see the other person's reactions, so you just keep on going. You don't know if the person is sad. You don't know if they're angry. You don't know what they're thinking about you.
Social media can turn into sort of a negative space when there's a lot of like anonymous posting. No one else knows who that person is, so it creates a lot of like tension and drama within friend groups.
In the comment sections of posts that, you know, are viral or popular, I'll see someone voicing an opinion and all of a sudden there'll be a thread of even hundreds of comments, people just arguing and not even knowing each other.
You could get insulted very easily, like on your appearance, on your like just anything that you say, anything that you put out onto the internet.
Something so small can escalate to something so big, and as it escalates, the topic can completely change to something that's really big.
People that I know actually worry about how many followers they have compared to other people, if they're not getting as many messages. When I see like the people around me getting into drama on social media, kind of makes me not want to be on social media. And it just seems easier to not be a part of that.
I have a couple of friends who are very close, but they fight a lot. I'll get screenshots of their conversation from both of the people, just being upset and sending long paragraphs about how upset they are. And instead of talking to each other about it in person, I've suggested to both of them multiple times.
I would say I'm more comfortable talking face to face, because like on social media, it's hard to like communicate like a sense of realness and like emotions.
The best way to deal with digital drama is to leave what's happening. Maybe it's a group chat that you're in, just to leave that, because the more that people talk about it, the more that people are going to think about it, and the more you might get into it and you might say more things.
It is really easy to get your feelings hurt, but you know, you just gotta like, it's just kind of, they're just hiding behind a screen basically.
I think the best way to deal with digital drama and help mediate it is, first of all, I always suggest talking in person, because that's always easier.
Avoiding confrontation is something that I'm trying to be aware that I don't do. A way that I can just disassociate myself from the negativity is to just not respond.
There are a lot of people out there who aren't who they say they are, in small ways and big ways.
I think it is totally fine for someone to become friends with someone online, but you have to be very, very careful.
You know, they're thinking over their text and their pictures could be fake.
On social media, you can talk to people, but like you can't really get your emotion across.
Talking to strangers online, it's 50-50.
Some of the benefits of online relationships, it's definitely easier to interact and talk to people because you're thinking about what you're saying and you just are more comfortable.
Right, so some of the greatest parts about having a friendship with someone online is that they're easily accessible. You can just text them, be like, hey, what's up? You can have that sort of immediate connection all the time.
If you are in a smaller community, becoming friends with someone online allows you to become friends with someone who has a similar interests as you, and you can have a really good friendship with someone.
I really do enjoy playing video games. Connecting with other people, whether they're strangers or if I'm playing with my friends and talking to them and doing something together. I think that that's really fun, that we can all enjoy the same thing.
You don't feel like you actually have to deal with this person. So if they don't like what you're saying, they can leave. And if you don't like what they're saying, you can leave.
Sometimes having conversations can just be they can make you sort of anxious. When you're online, you're behind the screen. It'll make it easier for them to say things that they want to say, that they might not say in real life.
There is a very significant difference between a real friendship and an online friendship. That's not to say that your online friendships aren't real, it's just that they're different.
There's something called IBF, so Internet Best Friends, and basically they text and they become best friends, but they haven't met them in real life.
I felt a lot of genuine trust between the people that I talked to online because they were really close friends of my close friends. It's just, I think trust is the main thing.
So I have become friends with people who are friends of friends, or I know through other people. I'll add them on, Instagram or Snapchat, whatever it is I'm using. And maybe I'll just say hi or just start a conversation.
There's things that you can tell people online that you can't tell people in real life. At the same time, you have to know how to be safe, right?
I would say I'm more comfortable talking face to face because on social media, you can talk to people, but it's hard to communicate a sense of realness and emotions.
If the person is a total stranger to you, they may have an alternative motive trying to get other information out of you.
They might be pretending to be somebody that they're not. They might be using you for something.
Please don't tell people online your full name or where you live.
You don't actually know who they really are, and you need to be sure that they're okay.
I think a lot of people assume that because you have a friend online and they're kind of not always in your day-to-day and you can choose and edit what you say to them, that it's always going to be good. But it's still a relationship. It's still two people, and you're giving them a lot of information about yourself